Yeah.
And then it's just whatever, just try to go down and here's what we look like. So Rick, you can call the meeting to order. It's after 4.
Called the meeting to order. It's 4:04. I've read 20 minutes. Has everybody else read 20 minutes yet? If not,
Yeah. When you're ready, somebody make a motion to accept those.
I'll make a motion to accept our minutes.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
All those in favor say aye. Motion passes.
Right. No old business. In the new business, we haven't had a meeting for a little bit for stuff, so anybody got any questions over our financial reports? Everything's good. Keep my glasses on here.
No, I forgot about that. So did you find the source of that negative balance from the last, that's whatever that was, 3 months ago now?
Yeah, so I looked at past reports and they all have a negative number at the bottom there from last year on.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably something on the Tom's Web thing. Well, I don't know, but everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, yeah, I don't know exactly why it's not showing like that, but anyway, the budget, everything's looking pretty good. I usually look at I always keep an eye on the shelter, and that shelter is in, and we've spent 48% of the money right now at the end of July. So we're doing great. That's 1 month into the next year, and we're pretty much right on, just a little bit under budget on that, which is good. That's the main thing I usually try to go by, because I know that's what we get hit the most with the rent.
Mm-hmm.
35% of the utilities have been used right now for the township assistance.
It's not average, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was
and
thinking.
we did increase the shelter for next year. So next month's the budget for the budget meeting,
Right.
and then the adoption and stuff. So we got to make sure we can
September one.
do the September and the October meetings.
I think I'm good for that.
We can move it if not.
Yeah, but we got to advertise. If we do, we got to advertise it
Oh,
on the.
oh, that's right.
So would it be scheduled for the 4th?
yes,
We
the
get
next
10
meeting is
days.
September 4th.
I'm good for that day.
Yeah,
I don't leave.
and then the October meeting.
Or
Two.
the second, yeah.
Just if there's any reason, there has to be at least 2 of you guys present.
Yep.
And if there's any reason that can't be, then we just have to make the public notice and have it 10 days after that or something, but I think we'll be fine. So you guys got any questions on any of those reports?
No, they all look good to me.
September 4th and October 2nd
Yes.
would be good for me.
And that's, yeah. So if you guys are okay, you can make a motion to accept the reports.
Motion to accept May, June,
I'll second
And
that
July.
motion.
or, yeah, May,
All in
June.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
We
Okay.
passes.
Okay, Rick had called me about a donation to the stabbing victim that happened here in town.
Oh,
And so we'll see what we can do. We might have to donate like to the church that's helping him, or try to find out, because, he would actually have to come in and apply. And to help him with his housing and stuff. So if there's a way that the church has set up a fund for him, I know the, Science Project had a thing, they raised like some money and I think they gave it to the church to do, 'cause he goes to outreach and the different stuff, so.
They could
If
probably
there's- if
specify where. it
Yeah,
goes.
if we can help you there, then we'll set it up and do something with that with you guys' approval, so that's. where
I
we're at
just
on that.
hate to see his medical bills and he's homeless.
Yeah,
Probably could use it.
well, the main thing, he needs to heal up after,
He just got out, what, last Friday?
Yeah, and if you're on the street, it's kind of hard to have all the stuff you need to heal up from that. So that's the main thing.
Guess he came out of there with a string of staples on him, I guess. They were talking about it on the radio. They had, James was talking with
Jason.
Jason and Clark Miller. And,
Yeah.
They were talking about,
That's why I'm thinking Clark Miller's church is where he
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably is. They do the outreach program for the
Mhm.
homeless,
well,
so we. And then the next thing is this capital improvement program. And I'll kind of explain, the state made a new law that you have to do a capital improvement program each year and adopt one by September 30th, or you won't get any property taxes for the next year. So we're definitely gonna have to do that because we want to make sure we still stay funded. And then another big thing they did this year is pass a new township road and infrastructure fund. And they're trying to take any townships that have a large amount of money that's not being used for something, they want to take part of that money to use for the roads. So in which they're going to take some of our money for sure, but the way we can protect some of that is to, like, our rainy day fund has roughly almost 50,000 in it. And if we show that we're going to put a new roof on, which I got an estimate for the new roofs of about 20,000. And that will need done in the next so many years here for sure, because it's been over 20 some years, I know for sure.
the roof.
Yeah, so I went ahead and got that, and you're supposed to make a capital improvement plan where you're gonna show where you're using money for the next 3 years or so. And then they can't take that money if you have it put in there for this.
Yeah, okay.
So we're gonna do, and we have to do that anyway, so we're trying to get our ducks in a row of all the things we might need done over the next, say 5 years. And protect that money. At least we'll have the money to be able to do big, that's what the rainy days funds for, is something like a new roof or some big projects and stuff.
Now didn't you mention sidewalks also?
Yes,
Is that in the same, well, is there a need for it now?
there is.
Is there?
Actually, there's some of the sidewalks I've been wanting to get done anyway. When the county had the road shut off there, the semis kept pulling in here over the sidewalk and turning around because they couldn't. So the curbs are busted out there pretty good. And some of the sidewalks got some spots. They're not all, I don't know. I'm going to have them come down and give me what they think and get an estimate on what needs to be done. But they definitely need to be done.
Not replaced, repaired.
Yeah, for sure. And some of them need replaced already, for sure.
So you're responsible for here all down to the corner? I mean,
Yeah, and then down the.
oh,
yeah.
Side where the parking
Side,
lot
is.
yeah, that parking lot's ours too, so. And then, there's gonna be a lot of different things I'll put on there. We're gonna see about, we got an appointment to get a estimate on a security system and stuff, which I think, been thinking about that for a long time, really, so.
we finally bit the bullet and did that at church.
Did you?
They hadn't,
Yeah,
never had it, it's just
Nowadays,
here and there and everywhere we go.
yeah, yeah,
it's sad, but
yeah. I think it's a good idea, so.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're
and
a public officer.
yeah. So, and we don't, it restricted, like the township assistant fund, that's restricted. The general fund and your rainy day fund are the two funds that we have that aren't restricted funds. So if we show where we're gonna use that money that we have, then that will be restricted too. And we're not gonna be able to do it for everything, but I mean, so
But if you get a chunk of it.
so some of our money will get transferred and we'll have to start a new township, road and infrastructure fund. Here's these are from when I went to that thing, just showing some of the things that you gotta do. And kind of shows you in a nutshell, like if you had, say, when this gets done, I had 200,000 left, then they're gonna take 60,000 of that and put into that fund. And then I've got to get with like the city or the county. I would, we're 99% in the city, so I'm sure I'd probably go with the city, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
to fix any, and there'd be roads in Eel Township, which we are, most of the cities in
It's
Eel.
almost all in.
So this is already in effect?
Will be going.
It starts, yeah. We got to do a CIP by the September 30th, so the next meeting, we're gonna make the CIP. We'll have to do a formal resolution on it. And everybody sign it and everything, along with our budget too at the same time. So anyway, there's a lot going on with all that. So that's what that's about. So if you guys got anything you can think of that we might need to add to that or ideas on stuff, let me know. We don't have any parks and we don't have any cemeteries. Those are all are restricted too. Like if you have that fund for your cemetery and that. So, and we don't have the firefighting either. So, which is, kind of nice, but just as long as we've got enough money to operate, it's all I care. You know what I'm saying? So. Just don't want to give it all away to somebody else.
Everyone take everybody as they can.
Yeah, for sure. So that's what the CIP is about. And then it's back to school time, so I thought we'd go ahead and appropriate the money for the backpacks for the kids, and which now we've been just giving the money to the
Schools.
what's it called?
Felix
Oh.
Pantry.
Felix Pantry, which they have all this stuff, pretty much the same thing. They have everything in there for people that can't afford, all that stuff. So that's what we've been doing. And $5,000, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Put our school on there.
So if you guys want to do that again this year, we need to make a motion to do
Most
that.
of 5,000. I'll make a
To the
motion
Felix
to pay
Pantry.
5,000 backpacks for kids. Second. All in favor, I'd say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay?
And that's what we gave last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that's what we got in the budget.
Okay.
And then the coats for kids, we gave 2,500 last year, and that since, our next meeting September, I figured we'd go ahead and get that passed too. It's not gonna be coming up too far, they're gonna be beaten out, that way we'll
No.
have it done and we can.
Yeah, because you almost bet by September, by, October, 1st November, it's going to start.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
and we used to get the coats and we delivered them to the
The
different schools,
That's what I thought.
but we started just kind of partnering with
Yes.
them. Well, it's with
Salvation
Salvation Army.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
So they pretty much do it. And so it's kind of got us out of, we used to actually go and purchase the coats
Yeah.
and take them to all the different schools.
Right. I can remember when we did that.
Yeah.
Police did that too, didn't they?
Who?
Police department, didn't they do coats?
I don't know that they do coats. They do
Well, they do
the
the,
Christmas shopping.
yeah, they
The
do.
Christmas, maybe I'm thinking of the Christmas.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
shop with the cop.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Do we want to kick that up to 3,000?
I think, we went from 2 to 250 last year, which I think is plenty right now, but that's up to you guys. I don't think we could move money, but I think it's 2,500 is what we got in there in the budget.
Yeah, because I think it was $2,000.
And I can't remember. if
Last
I-
year, the year before.
I know I bumped some of them up for next year's budget that we'll be going over, and I don't remember if that was one of them or not. But as long as we got a line item, we can always move it over to that. But- So,
But we already got 2,500 in.
yeah,
I'd say just keep it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
and that buys a lot of coats. for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah.
Now, maybe next year we might change our mind.
Yeah.
because
Right.
there's a lot.
Why not?
Yeah, that spiraling effect. Yes.
Okay, is that,
Get it before the terrorists hit, right? Maybe they already have. I don't know.
Okay, if you want to keep it at 2,500, we'll make a motion to do that.
I'll make a motion, we leave it at 2,500 for Coach for Kids. Do we
Second.
have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes.
Okay. And then trustees' comments, just really, there's a lot of stuff going on with all this and different stuff. The ITA has been trying to help us with that, and the DLGF has been very nice too, helping us with that. And so hopefully we have everything ready for the next meeting and we can get all that passed. And I still don't understand everything. I mean, and
It's a lot to throw on in one whammy.
Yeah.
That's what's bad.
Yeah,
And that's how the state is doing it.
yeah. So anyway, but everybody's going through it, so.
Yep.
And then, we have lost a few more payees, right?
Yes.
Some, we were named
You
names,
lost
but, well, one moved over to Peru, I think, and so we got a different one, and somebody else.
One moved up north.
Yeah, one moved up north and got a different, organization to take over, so we're probably down to our lowest we've been in
I
quite a
think we have
while.
8.
Yeah, we only have 8. We've had
Wow.
close to 20 before.
Yeah.
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 So
Wow.
we had the one to come and a father and son, and we were gonna take over for them, and then they never come back.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened with that. We gave them all the information to do it, but they must have backed out, decided they,
Probably heroes.
yeah, it could be that. The dad just didn't really want to be responsible for, like, you know, he said, I just wish somebody else would take care of the money. I mean,
He
and
said he was recovering currently and he just didn't want to be responsible for it.
he didn't want to go off the wagon and
Seems like the safest.
some money. But they must have decided on their own, they're, you know, didn't need a pay, I guess. I don't know, because who referred them to us? Wasn't it, was it Fort County? Or-
I think it was, yeah.
Or some organization, because their casework even came with them to the meeting.
Yeah, I believe it was.
But that's okay with us. We still have plenty.
Was Pee Wee ever
No,
go through? He never did go through.
no,
I saw him last week at the music.
Yeah,
and
I
he told
see
me
him.
that he got a job,
I see
and
him.
Lauren's the one that got it for
Yeah,
him.
he works at the cemetery. So.
Yeah.
No, we know Pee Wee very well, but never had to help him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done all right. I think some of his family helps him with it or something. I don't know how he does it, but.
Then you know Pee Wee, he likes to
Yeah.
ask questions.
Oh, yeah.
So
I can tell you all about
he
it.
said, Lauren, I said, oh yeah, she used to work. And she said, well, what do you do? And I started telling him, he says, well, do you get paid? First thing he did, I said, do you get paid?
Yeah. Okay, and then, I guess we'll meet before we go to our township trainings next month too. At the end, towards the end of September, we'll have another meeting before that. It's the ITA convention and training and stuff. So that ought to be a good year for that this year with everything going on.
Hopefully
And
we
that,
don't-
the township does have these, it's called Township Talk every month. And so this one is gonna be next week. And they're gonna go over this CIP stuff really good and everything, so. I
There's gonna
should-
be somebody there from the organization or somebody that knows more about it.
Yes, and it's a Zoom meeting with everybody.
okay, Zoom.
You're on it and but they're gonna go over exactly how to do the resolution and do all this stuff, so I'll find out more on that and we'll do that. So they have been a help pretty good with all this going on. And I think that's all for, you got anything?
Do that.
Okay. So any board comments?
Sounds like a lot gonna be happening in the next month.
For sure.
You may be getting a bill from Shirley Bishop.
From Shirley Bishop. Okay.
Yes. She's tired of all this mail coming to her house.
What did
Mail?
they get?
Looks like junk, fuel expense. It is. I've gotten those before.
Okay.
Anyway, they all came up with her address, 417 Montgomery.
Oh, gosh.
It's funny because
Good.
certain thing they sent, like the redevelopment commission or something, they always send, they have to send out notices on anything. And they
Trying to
send
make
it
her
to my
business.
house instead of here. I don't know why, but.
I know where this is going.
She stopped by the porch and she was laughing when she gave it to me.
Okay, no public.
Just can't ever
comments?
retire, can you?
I don't see any public.
Nope.
Good thing.
So,
Okay, looks like our next meeting is September 4th.
And that'll be our budget meeting. We'll start the budget process. We'll also pass the CIP and any other things we got going on with that. So,
Okay, anybody got anything? Okay, we'll call meeting to close.
A second.
Okay, let's see all of us.
all right. All right, thank you
All right,
guys.
guys, 4 o'clock. That could be an interesting one.